Hey everyone, welcome back to Quick Shifts. My name is Jason and today we're going to do a short video just to cover what Max Regeneration does and how it impacts your driving and the one-footed pedal feel that you get out of it. So stick around as we go through that and tell you guys a little bit more about what it's like to drive with Max Regeneration on and Max Regeneration off in our 2023 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 4xe. This is the button that allows you to turn on and off Max Regeneration. So Max Regen will automatically regenerate your battery when you're hitting the brake. So if you have this selected on and you're coasting, you'll feel the car kind of hesitate back as though it's auto braking. And if you've driven a Tesla or some other electric vehicles, you'll know what I'm talking about. It almost feels like a one pedal system that starts braking automatically for you. However, it will not, and I need everybody to know this, it will not come to a complete stop. If you plan to come to a complete stop, you need to apply the brake yourself to come to that final stop. So please keep that in mind. It will not fully brake like some other vehicles do. It does have a hard brake and you certainly feel it braking, but it will not come to a complete stop. That's dependent on you to do that yourself. So I like that you have the option to turn that on and off. It does make a difference and it does impact the feel and the way this vehicle drives. For those who aren't used to driving electric vehicles, you'll want to turn that off until you get used to it or gradually work yourself into it. But you can see it affect the regeneration as we're driving over here on this gauge, which is unique to the 4xe. You can see the needle will go into the charge based off of how much you're braking. Although your brakes aren't actually what regenerates the battery. It does not go through your braking system. It goes through the clutch system, which is down here in the transmission, connected to the transmission, and the clutch will actually turn a generator down there that actuates it, that charges back to the battery. And all right guys, so here's a good location for us out of the way of traffic, and I wanted to show you the difference between having your regen on and having the regen off. So right now we're going to start with it in the off mode. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up to speed, and you guys will be able to watch the gauge over here as I bring it up to speed and when I coast and how slowly it slows down. And then we'll do the same thing with the regen mode on so you can see the difference. So right now we'll just bring it up to speed, say about 20 miles per hour, and then I'll coast. Right now I'm coasting and it's just rolling like a normal vehicle would. And you can see that it's barely regenning anything. It's just slowly coasting to a stop. And now I'll circle back around and do the same thing with full regen on. But it never fully stops. It's just coasting until I apply the brakes. And then it comes to a full stop. All right, so now we'll go ahead and we'll turn the full braking regen on. So it says Max Regeneration on. And we're going to perform the same thing. And I'll put this on the screen. I'll bring it up to speed. About 20 miles per hour or so. And then I'll lift my foot off the brake and it starts braking. You can see way more regeneration. And it starts braking way faster and almost to a stop much quicker than it did before without that on. But it doesn't fully stop. To fully stop, I then have to press the brake. And we come to a full stop. So that's a little taste of what the Max Regen on and off does for you. So in summary, from the research that I've done and from going on the internet and reading everything I can in the forums, what I can tell is that the Max Regeneration, the regenerating braking system, is designed to brake up to 0.25 Gs of braking. And there's sensors built into the wheels and into the brake pedal that tell the Jeep that you're braking at X% before it starts actuating the hydraulic system to actually use the brakes and rotors in the wheels to brake. Otherwise, for that first 0.25 Gs, it's using that clutch system, which engages the motor, and the motor acts as a generator to put power back into the batteries in the back seat here. So that's how the system's designed to work. It feels very flawless in it. The only thing you do notice is the shifting of the transmission. You don't really notice the brakes switching from hydraulic to generator. other than when you have the Max Gen on, as we demonstrated in the video earlier. So hopefully that answers some questions for those of you out there who didn't understand how the regenerative braking works and how the brakes aren't actually putting power back into the battery in the vehicle. It's actually the motor regenerating, acting like essentially an alternator, putting the power back into the battery. So hopefully you guys found this helpful and useful. If there's some more information you want to know, or you guys want to share something that I got wrong, because I do make mistakes often too, please share that down in the comments down below and we'll address it in future videos. Let us know what else you want to see and hear, and we'll get that together for you guys. As usual, thank you for signing in. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks again.